let's get started. Okay, guys, good afternoon to everyone. I'm so glad to see you again. I saw you in the morning. So right now we have EFL class. And this is the presentation. So you can see. So can everybody see the presentation, please? Write yes in the chat if you can see the presentation. Yeah, okay, wonderful. Okay, Avila, yes, Diego Abraham, thank you. Okay, guys. So, today is Monday, June 1st. Oh, sorry, there was a mistake. Today is Monday 8th. This is a misspelled word. And the topic for today is summarizing skill, because we have a reading in the book. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. So I asked you at the beginning of the class if you saw the video, the suggested video. So it's mandatory, remember, it's necessary to see the video. In that video, you will find the audios. Okay, thank you. And to begin or to continue with this, now please write these definitions in your notebook. What is a summary? This is an important question. What is a summary? We have the first definition. We can say the first one is this. The definition of summary is a statement presenting the main points. So this is the summary in simple words. It's a statement. It could be, today we are going to learn about different ideas, how to create a summary, because this is the idea for today's class. Okay, and the second definition, please copy these definitions in your notebooks. Summary is defined as a quick or short review of what happened. If we are talking about, for example, in a reading, okay. So please, I will give you the option to write because I changed the option to change the names, okay. Okay, guys, so right now, just a quick question. Now, yes, I was telling you that we have two definitions. The first definition is the statement. It's a statement presenting the main points, or it's a quick or short review of what happened. For today's class, we are going to learn about how we can create a summary. All right. So let me erase this. We have a lot of writing notes here. And okay, so next slide. How can I define a summary? It's when you provide, this is another definition, you can write it in your notebook. It's when you provide the reader or the person a condensed version of the author's key points. So this is important because you have to be sure about what the summary or the summarizing skill is. A summarizing is, we can create in a different, we can use different tips to use this. Yes, you have to write this definition, guys. Please copy this definition. This is another definition. So I look up on internet these definitions, because I consider that it's important to clarify, to have the idea about what the summarizing skill is. So you can copy. When you finish, please write in the chat if you finish it. All right. I will give you. It's when you provide or you give the reader or the person a condensed version of the author's key points. So in simple words, you select the main ideas of for any reading, any article, any document, any topic, etc. Okay, if you finish, did you finish, guys? Write in the chat if you finish. Okay, you are writing. Aha. Please don't write anything on the board because I can see who is writing. I have the option to see who is writing. Okay, you finished? Okay, wonderful. So guys, let's continue. Let me explain in a simple words. You can summarize of the story, for example, in a paragraph. So this is the first one. You can summarize if the idea is as if this means if this talks about a summarize or any story. For example, number one, it can be as short as sentence. So it could be a sentence. Imagine my summarize about, for example, the little boy. Okay, Johnny, what is your summarize? My summarize is this. Okay, wonderful. And I say, so my sentence is, it could be a sentence, my summarize. Okay, Dimitri, I will give you time, no problem. Okay, Daniel, please take out that mask. Don't wear that mask, please. If not, I will take out about the class. Please be formal, guys. Remember, this is EFL class. This class is being recorded and I can show this class to your parents, okay? So the second option, my summarize can be as longer as a paragraph. So this is the second option. You can write it. It could be as short as a sentence or as longer as a paragraph. Yes, copy those options. As short as a sentence or as longer as a paragraph. These are the two options that you can do it. Actually, we are going to learn about more options, more tips, how can we create a summarize. But these are the typical ones, okay? Just to say something. Okay, so I wrote down this in parentheses because the green words, because this depends on the complexity of or level of details, okay? This depends on your knowledge. Okay, 30 seconds to copy this. Okay, remember, first option, as short as a sentence or as longer as a paragraph. Let me erase this. Now, let me see. We have to hurry up. Okay. So, the first one, this is an example as short as a sentence. You don't have to copy this. This slide is not necessary to copy. Just pay me attention, please. For example, the name of my story is The Lion and the Mouse. Imagine, this is the story. This is an example. And my sentence is this. All of this is my sentence. Actually, it could be as a paragraph, but this is a sentence. Imagine this is my sentence. The story explains the proverb and I continue talking, I continue writing. So this is my summarize in simple words. But this is the sentence. I selected the main ideas and I wrote it down. Okay, that is the first option. Okay, let's see another option because we have more options too. Okay, so the second one, as I told you, is it can be as longer as a paragraph. Imagine this is my paragraph and this is my summarize about all my story. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. So imagine my summarize is all of this. It's all of this. And my summarize in simple words, it could be or it can be a paragraph because I sum it up. I make in a brief conclusion, for example, and that is my paragraph and my summary as well. Okay, this is not necessary to copy, remember, these are just examples. No, you don't have to copy, Oscar, remember, I'm just explaining to you, all right? Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm going to be answering, well, the pictures, Ashley, you can send it to me. You can send them to me as maximum on Saturday morning, okay, for this week. But if you can send it to me earlier, it could be great. Okay, let me erase this and continue. Now, okay, how to summarize. I'm going to give you some tips. Please copy this. Reread your story or paragraph until you fully understand it. This is important because you need to read and read again and again until you have the main idea. Okay, this is important. So my first tip is this: reread. Copy this in your notebook, please. Imagine this is your mind and your mind is memorizing the main ideas. Cool. Sorry, we have time. So let's continue. Only copy this. Reread your story or paragraph until you fully understand it. Yes, Daniel, you have to copy this. Only these tips. This tip. This is number one. Okay, 15 seconds to copy this. And this, for today's class, we are going to learn, as I told you at the beginning of the class, some tips about how can we create different summarizes. Okay, wonderful. Genesis, thank you. Okay, guys, I assume everybody has finished. Okay, we have to hurry up. Okay, guys, let's continue. Number two, please copy this. Write a sentence. This is tip number two, or the second one. Write a sentence. This is a wonderful tip. Especially, I really like this one because when I was studying in school, at university, I use it a lot. Me, remember, I'm talking about myself. So when I was studying, I use it a lot, write a sentence. So a small or brief description about this, about the main idea without looking. So for this one, it's not necessary to see the paragraph. You have to remember all the information. or at least a small information. Yes, you have to copy this. Only write as a sentence. Write a sentence, I mean. It's when you don't look at the paragraph, the document, the article, the story, among others. Okay, did you finish? Okay, can you hear me, Walter? Right now, can you hear me? Okay. Nice, excellent, Florence. Okay, number 3, let's see, what's the next one? Thank you, Daniel. Okay. Okay, guys, just let me fix it. And okay, we have the other one. Number 3. Number 3 is this. Use the text main idea as your summaries topic. This is kind of confusing. Let me explain to you what this means, okay? For example, copy this. Use the text's main idea as your summaries topic. Salvador, what happened? Number 2. The number 2 is write a sentence, Salvador. Write a sentence. That is number 2, okay? Okay. So, for this one, the three most powerful men in the world. Imagine this sentence, all of this sentence, it's about the text idea. So imagine that. Let me see. Okay. So all of this, all of this sentence, it's about the text main idea. And then I selected. So I wrote down in parentheses, I'm using the main idea from the text. So this is not my idea. This is not my idea. This is the idea of the text, and I use it. This is another tip that you can use. All right? And then I continue writing, or I continue to write my own summary or my own ideas about the text's main idea. So this is confusing, but no problem. I know that this is confusing, but I'm here to help you. So you can use, if you understand it, you can use this tip, no problem. Okay, thank you, Miguel. Now, so what's the purpose about this? So this will help you learn and think more quickly because you are using the text main idea to create your own ideas in simple words. So in simple words, Dimitri, you select the text main idea just to write your own idea. This is just to get the idea about the text, okay? But you can use it. If you understand it, you can use it. If not, you can use the second one or the first one. I'm talking about the tips. Okay, so let's move on, or let's continue. Number 4, please copy the topic about this or the subtopic. Pull out the text main idea. This is another tip. Pull out the text main idea. Text's main idea. I'm going to explain to you what is this about, okay? Let me see the chat. Yes, you have to copy that, Dimitri. Just the example, right? Not a note. You have to copy only the subtopic and then just this example that I'm underlining right now. The one that I'm underlining, okay? For example, pull out. What is pull out? This phrasal verb. Pull out in simple words means, it means extract or remove. That is pull out. Pull out is extract or remove. Okay, for example, like all mammals, zebras are warm blooded. Imagine. So they are, in simple words, they are mammals and they need. And let's see, I selected, imagine that my main idea, I selected this. All mammals are warm blooded. So this, you are talking about your blood, imagine. So this idea, I extract and I wrote it down here. So it's the same, as you know, it's the same idea. Is to pull out, extract, or remove. This is another way to say pull out. Okay. Did you finish? Did you finish to copy all of this? You don't have to copy this note. You have to copy only the subtopic and the example, this one, as I told you. Yes, Dimitri, you have to copy. Okay, Deborah finished? Good. Who else finished? Let's see. Okay, Rebecca, thank you. Daniel finished as well. Okay, we have time as well. Let me erase this. They are not necessary. Now, let's see the next tip, okay? Number 5. This is the easiest. This is the easiest example. Why? Because you don't have to complicate. And for this one, you have to write your own ideas. And this is one of my favorites as well, because you write your own ideas. This is number 5. You write your own words or ideas about the text, about an article or story. Okay, for example, this is the explanation. This is easier and funny because you don't have to complicate. Why? Because you take the main ideas about your knowledge, about your thoughts, and you start writing down all of the ideas. Or the second option, you will not have difficulties and complications. Why? Because you are writing your own ideas. You don't have to copy the text. No, it's your own ideas. Remember, for example, the lion and the mouse. Okay, I think the lion and the mouse. Okay, and I start writing. The lion in the mouse, the lion is strong, is bigger than the mouse, etc. So that is the main idea about what do you think the story is. Okay? Yes, you have to copy. Exactly. You have to copy, Oscar. No problem, Santi. The stickers, remember, the stickers, I wasn't able to give it to you because for this uh, issue about the COVID, I couldn't give it to you. But you can work without the stickers. Okay, don't complicate. You can work. You can continue working. All right. Okay, guys, we are about to finish. Let me see. Okay. Now, This is an example in your own words. I'm talking about the example in your own words. So imagine, we are going to, yes, you have to get your book, Daniel. In your book, you are going to work, and in the notebook as well. Okay, this is an example about in your own words. This is the original text. Imagine, this is my text, and I have to make a summary, sorry, a summary. So, and I start writing Stiglitz 2013 suggests, and I continue writing that creating wealth adds value to society and blah, blah, blah. I continue writing. So my summary, in this case, I did it as similar as a paragraph. What is the tip that I use here? Who can help me? What tip is this? Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4 or 5? Who can help me? Who can write in the chat? It's a paragraph, it's in my own words, or it's a sentence? I don't think so. This is a sentence, right? Because it's longer. So this is two options. This example it's about a paragraph and in your own words. So this example is about a paragraph and in my own words. I use the all of them, the two ones, the paragraph and my own words. Okay, let me see if I have more examples. I'm checking the chat. Yes, exactly, Genesis. It's a paragraph. Oscar, yeah, good. Well done. Exactly, it's a paragraph. Wonderful, guys. Let me see. Okay. More examples. Example about summary. Summary, just say no to uniforms. Imagine this. And this example says, in this article, Teresa Jenkins expresses her contention that schools should not require students to wear uniforms. She believes, I'm reading the story. She believes that requiring uniforms could have many negative outcomes, including robbing children of their individuality, requiring them to wear clothing that is not matched to their body type, and increasing the wardrobe budget and families to cover the cost of regular clothing. So, in simple words, who can tell me or who can write, who can use is the real word. Who can use a tip and write in the chat what tip or which tip you are going to use. The sentence, the paragraph, in your own words, or I don't know, many of them, or others, it could be. Who can participate about this? The sentence, okay, Dimitri, I know you are good at this. What is the sentence that you will choose? Write in the chat, imagine. Okay, I will give you time, no problem. Think about, Dimitri is going to use the sentence tip. He's going to summarize this article or this paragraph in a sentence, in simple words. This is a tip, remember. Let me see. The idea is not to wear uniforms. Just say not to uniforms. That is the topic. So in a sentence will be, let's see, Dimitri is writing. Okay, 1 more minute. Let's see if Dimitri can do it. Okay, let me know, Dimitri, when you're done, when you are done. Read the article. Okay, let's check it out. No, you don't have to copy this, Oscar. This is just an example. Okay, don't complicate. Okay. 30 seconds, Dimitri. If not, I can do it for you. Okay, Dimitri says, Teresa Jenkins, her idea to why we should say no to uniforms because there could be many negative outcomes. I like it, I really like it because you are simplifying about the idea about outcomes. Outcomes is they are talking about the expenses, right? In Spanish is gastos, you know, outcomes or expenses. So the idea is not to wear uniforms because you can have many outcomes, or including robbing, you know, kidnapping. Some people kidnap the children. So that is very dangerous. Exactly. This is about Teresa's idea, right? Wonderful. And many negative outcomes, the consequences. Good. I really like it. So guys, in simple words, summarize, you can make a sentence, you can make a paragraph, you can make, create a summarize, including your own words, or it could be, what else? Remember what we saw in the class. Okay, we don't have time to practice this, but let me see, we only have 2 minutes about the class. So, okay, wonderful, Dimitri. Congratulations. Guys, do you have any questions? Do you still have any questions about the class? What is a summary? What is summarizing skill? So remember, in your notebook, you have to be careful because in the notebook, if I'm not wrong, I ask you to create a summary. A summary. Thank you, Dimitri. Okay, you don't have questions, guys? Are you sure? You can write in the chat, yes, no, okay. Dimitri says no. Miguel, do you have any questions? Daniel, Valeria Sigüenza, questions? Ashley, Deborah, Diego, any questions? Florence? No questions so far? Rebecca, Salvador, Sofia Guevara, Valeria Lopez, any questions? No, guys? Okay. If you have questions, you can write me on WhatsApp, okay? I'll be willing to help you as soon as possible. Okay, guys? So it's time to say goodbye. And keep praying. Remember, keep praying. I will be getting in touch with some of you because I need to talk to you, okay? So guys, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have liked this class. Okay, yes, if you finish, you can send me the pictures, okay? Remember, they are important. Guys, take care. I miss you all and have a good day. See you around. See you for the next class, okay?